Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Old World Blues. In the last episode, I canceled our justification against Nevada Free States because I realized that they are guaranteeing and being guaranteed by MODOK here. And that was going to be a bit more war than I wanted to get involved with right now because we just need a bigger army. And so we're working on that. We still needed the resources, so I went down this Sierra Army Depot tree, which gives us some of the advanced materials that we need to make power armor. So we are now doing that. We need more military workshops, so we're working on building more of those because we want to get some motorized, I think some motorized divisions here, yes. I'm going to delete some of these templates so we're not using, we're not using militia. We're not using spec ops. Light robots are going to be primarily, at least this light robot division is going to be used primarily for suppression. We might actually have a proper robot division. Right now we're just using auxiliaries and our rapid, well, I'd rather use Enclave P4 infantry, or PA, power armor, not P4. Power armor infantry. So, can I actually upgrade those rapid response divisions? These guys?
Enclave here. Enclave here.
Can we upgrade those to actual? No. Because this is based on special forces. Okay. Not a problem. What we'll have to do is just edit this. Well, we could just edit this. No, we can't edit that. Okay. If we can increase our special forces limit, then we will want to do that, I think. Either convert those over to the other template or edit that template. Converting them to the other template, I think, is going to be the cleaner thing to do. These are Mr. Handy divisions. What are those? I have to make an edit of that. Alright, blue streak. Flexibility of movement or flexibility of command. What does this give me? Breakthrough, max speed. Max speed. Or organization loss of moving. Max speed. Soft attack, hard attack, organization. Fighting support units, non-combat support units. Recovery rates. You know, I like this side of the tree. Like, I mean, the movement speed's nice, but, you know, I would much rather have more effective units. So let's go ahead and research that. That's 0.73 years ahead of schedule, so we're going to hold off on that. Work on focus fire. We are working on integrating everybody. Let's integrate scientists. It'll give us some negatives until we can complete the integration, which is fine. We need what? 1, 2, 3, 4 to be making everything that we need. We have 5 in queue. Okay. All right, so we can do this. Let's do 6 of each in New Reno. Purification. We have plenty of surplus water. Power station. We could build a power station. That would be good, I think. Let's do that. Foundry, power armor expertise. Foundry. Okay. That'll be good. Integrated scientists. All right. Americans, one and all, is next. Let's see. Ballistic weapons research speed, energy weapons research speed. Ballistic weapons research speed, infantry equipment, soft attack. The Oh No Explosives Company. Van Graffs, energy weapon manufacturer. Increases the cost of our energy weapons, but increases their heart attack and piercing. We are using energy weapons. Let's go the Tolchinsky Engineering Industrial Concern. Actually, it'll increase our construction speed. We'll look that over in a minute. Mobile paramedic teams, mobile logistics company. Get all that unlocked. The Fall of Unity. The Attis Army's successor state of Unity of Austin has suffered heavily from the armies of Shale's army, with reports confirming that the Mutant Republic's capital of Austin has fallen. Keats has called upon the Texan Economic Union to assist him, though the bureaucracy of the Union may prevent aid from reaching them in time. The last shell. The remnants of Attis' armies have struggled since their defeat at the hands of the Brotherhood, and now one of its largest surviving groups has gone the way of Attis. The Ironmongers have suffered greatly in conflict against the forces of Unity of Austin, with their Forge of Giants being captured. Earlier today, many of their tanks have been either destroyed, captured, or left to rust as they have been pushed back from their forges. The bear has wings. Flight has always been a dream of the NCR. One of the larger pushes of the President Tandy was to reclaim the old world power of flight ever since she laid eyes on the ruins of LAX. In those years, the NCR military has taken that torch. And over the skies of Shady Sands, the largest formation of NCR aircraft ever assembled flew over the city. The nation's new fighter attack and bombers flew over the city sporting the two-headed bear and California Star proudly on their sides. Several pointed out that the NCR is pouring too much effort into its Air Force, given the very few in the wasteland can even operate an Air Force. NCR Air Force officials, however, pointed out that the Legion apparently created an Air Force of airships, and that if the NCR Army is to succeed in battle against the Legion, they will need an Air Force. Well, we have fighters too, so... And we're producing them at a rate of... what? Almost 2 a month. Alright, XGL 108. Alright, that's ahead of time. Let's see, this is mutually exclusive. Flamers or grenades? What does this go down? Grenade launcher. This is more breakthrough, less heart attack. This is more piercing than that. Much more soft attack, much less defense. I have a feeling we're going to need a heart attack. Alright. Let's go grenades. Terraflores was annexed. Outdated equipment being produced. We're gonna produce that. Guess we'll also produce those as well. Recon team kit? All this. Americans, one and all. All right. What do we got? We are going to accept ghouls. Grants critical population factor 4% division. Attrition down. Non-combat out of supply penalty. Supply consumption down. It reduces stability. Reduces war support. That's fine. We're going to accept the ghouls. The elites are basically nothing. Elko territory was puppeted. What are we short? Firearm, fire team weaponry. $353 days. Really? Okay. Alright, ghoul marriage. Since we decided to recognize ghouls as U.S. citizens, an odd situation has come up. A wastelander from New Reno has demanded we recognize his marriage to a ghoul. Although we don't interfere with what consenting adults do in their bedrooms, and really don't want to know what these two do in there, they have brought a challenge to the new Supreme Court to hear the constitutional challenge. Okay. Although one justice asked whether there was priority in this grim post-nuclear wasteland, another member of the court has argued that civil rights are always important. The court has three options before it. The first is to say that we find the ghoul marriage gross and we can deny rights to Americans based on our dislike, so long as we aren't imprisoning or executing people. The second is to note that the 14th Amendment guarantees all U.S. citizens the equal protection of the law and rule that banning ghoul marriage violates the Equal Protection Clause. Or we can issue a rambling decision that doesn't give anyone a clear standard to follow in future cases, but let's say love is love and get quoted at weddings. Let's see, research speed. No, we'll go with the equal protection argument. Alright, there we go. Reject super mutants. No, we're gonna accept. Are we going to accept super mutants? Well, we probably are, just because we need everyone who can carry a weapon. Let's see. Recruitable population factor, division attrition up, non-combat down, stability down, war support down, construction speed up, factory output up, dockyard output up, base stability down. Probably going to be a temporary thing until we can get down this line, so let's go ahead and accept super mutants. Can they carry guns? Yes. Good. Can they carry mini nukes and charge into the enemy? Yes. Good. Alright. Communist ghouls. Granite's anti-communist diatribes have become a subject of discussion. Here's that one of the pre-war ghouls, a librarian before the war, has offered to speak with Granite and explain communism to him. She's asked Granite to read a book called Das Kapital, which she says was a communist work. Alright, fine, let's read it. Granite gave up on Das Kapital after the first few pages, finding it incredibly tedious and completely incomprehensible to someone raised 200 years after a nuclear war. Still, at least he decided that it's simply un-American to oppose baseball, but not a sign of communist sympathies. Okay. Rogue Rangers, you're becoming a little large. A little big for comfort.
This is Enclave main com.
All right. South Pass Mine, controlled by New Reno, is neighbor of the Far Suns, is neighbor of Slanter. There's Far Sons. Yeah, we really got to push east. We need to push east. Rogue Rangers does not have anybody in it, or no diplomatic alliances. They have a lot of troops. They have a lot of troops. Okay, what are our options here? Prepare expansion, gain base war support. That would work. Department of Defense. That is a big old tree. That might be what we need to do. What about the Navy? That's not anything we need to worry about right now. United States Army. Products Corps, self-repair protocols, mechanized logistics, support brigades. Yes, I think this is what we want to do. Establish a Department of Defense. Alright, focus fire. Let's see, training programs. Operational security compromised. Yeah, radio jams, false reports, the usual. Organizations request increased production capacity. Various economical partners established in our trade hubs have submitted requests to increase our military production capabilities. If we are to fulfill these increased quotas, our economists estimate that 17 military factories will be required. If these demands are fulfilled, they promise us increased trading traffic as well as some under-the-table rewards for being so kind. How many do we currently have? 14 military factories. Do we have 3 more at least under construction? We do. We'll say an achievable goal. Okay. Ghouls in the Army. With the allowance of ghouls as full productive citizens of America, there has been raised a question amongst our military command of allowing them to serve in the Army. On the one hand, they have hundreds of years of survival experience, and a few of them are former soldiers themselves. On the other hand, there is a lingering risk one or more of them turning feral, and a feral ghoul in power armor is a dangerous creature. This camp is advocating for segregated battalions of ghoul infantry, even run by ghoul officers. There would be more puritanical voices among us, but we did kill most of them. The debate is reaching fever pitch, but the president's voice carries weight beyond measure. Let's see. Orderly integration adds ghoul troopers. Army experience gain plus 3% and gain 10% legitimacy. Or keep them in separate formations. Now we'll do the orderly integration. Lanius goes west. Legate Lanius, monster of the east, has conquered and conqueror of 19 tribes, has come west. Following the conclusion of a bloody military campaign in New Mexico and Colorado, which saw the Legion subsume the tribes of Dog City and Twin Mothers, the legate has reportedly arrived on the eastern bank of the Colorado River to command the Legion's massed forces there. One of Caesar's most highly respected and feared military commanders, the arrival of the legate and his eastern cohort signifies a new level of intensity in the Legion's campaign in the Mojave and beyond. Does that, like, integrate them? Indeed it does. Alright, Department of Defense Reborn. Once just a series of pins on a uniform with the President's order, the Department of Defense has been restored, with officers slowly diverging from sub-departments under the Army to full branches worthy of their heritage. While the Army will still take center stage, being the reclamation of America is primarily a land war, the other branches have laid out what is needed to reform the military into the pre-war fighting forces that knew no equal. Many within the government, however, have pointed out that focusing on the military would detract from much-needed reform and development projects on the civilian side of the House. To alleviate these fears, the President has spoken that the Department of Defense will take a back seat and that civilian restoration projects are still the primary concern of the government, pointing out the technological might of the Army and its rapidly growing numbers. That means do not focus on the DoD all at once. Well, we'll focus on some of it. Let's see, is this actually my... armor production lines... Waiting for the new world. Let's grab Operation Babylon. Wait, why is this? No, we want this to be high priority. That's what we want. You're gonna get these units trained and released. Oh, that's where it's all going. Let's do this. Yeah. Get the operations done first. Alright, Operation Babylon is done. I'm just trying to see if there's like anything else that we can work on. There's the spy stuff. Let's go Arsenal Democracy. Let's work on that one first. A Supreme Court Justice. President Granite, astonishing news. A ghoul has appeared in New Reno who claims to be a surviving member of the Supreme Court. He says he was on a ski trip in Colorado when the Great War broke out and spent the last 200 years traveling the waste and admiring and administering justice. We were skeptical, especially when we asked for his name, which is Saul Goulman. We doubt anyone was named that pre-war, but he claims it's a post-war name and that his real name is Robert McGill. We'll look through what records we have, but the calendar checks out, and restoring him to the Supreme Court could be a big step towards reviving America's legal system. Base stability, political power. Well, we'll grab the base stability and political power. There we go. Frag grenade. Actually, hold on. Are we ready to advance into this area? Yes, we are. Let's go with standardized tools. Max factories and estates. Factory output, dockyard output. There we go. Artisan guilds. Alright, we no longer want to produce dynamite. We want to produce actual frag grenades. So we'll work on that. And I think that is where we're going to go ahead and end for today. Just checking out production here. Okay, yep. It's coming along. Like usual, we just need more. Alright, but yeah, we'll go ahead and stop here for now. And we will keep on plugging away when we come back. So for now, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you next time.